welcome to North Lakeland Elementary's kindergarten team's version of online open house. We have a lot of great information for you today, but first I want to introduce the kindergarten teachers. I am Mrs. Kraus,
Mrs. Gaines,
Mrs. Eversole.
Miss Arias is behind you playing the cameraman.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Agendas, we have some great news. Agendas are going to be sent home for kindergarten students only. Agendas have to be signed and checked every single day. It is a tool of communication that we use. We will also be using Class Dojo. So let's talk about how the agendas are used. In the agendas, our positive behavior support system goes from a scale from 0 to 5. They start at 0 and they earn their points all the way up to a 5. A 5 means a child has had a really excellent day. They've been on task, they haven't been disrupted, they're completing their work. 4 is just a few extra reminders. 4 doesn't necessarily require a consequence, it just means that they've had a couple of oops. It's not a big deal. 3, extra reminders and constant redirection. So that is a little cause for concern. We don't want to see too many 3s. 2 is when we should start becoming concerned. That's extra reminders, constant redirection, and not only are they doing that, but there's also disruption of the other children and their learning. Number 1, if you're seeing a 1 in the agenda, we will be calling you, we will be setting up a conference, and we may have to talk about other ways to address the behavior. 0, same thing, except for if they don't earn Starbucks if they are not in attendance for the day. Okay, so reading logs. The reading logs are checked by each teacher. Every single week, we do make sure that you are reading at home. Reading is one of the most beneficial things that you can do for your child as the beginning reader. So we need to make sure those reading logs are being filled out. A really nice thing this year is that a full reading log will allow them to get those cute little Pizza Hut certificates. So that's something fun that the kids can earn for completing their reading log. And the teachers kind of make a really big deal out of earning free pizza. Sight words are also that is required homework. We do send them home so that they have to complete a required amount of sight words within a month's time. If your child falls behind, it takes a lot to get them caught up. So please make sure you're using the sight words on flashcards pretty frequently. Now remember, sight words are only by sight. They don't have to spell them. They don't have to write them. It's just a recognition of the word within 5 to 10 seconds. Math, their expectation is to count to 100 by 1s and 10s, not only by 1s and 10s, but starting at any number. For example, 39, 40, 41. So those are things that you can practice at home. We do have a chart of numbers 0 all the way to 120 for your child to practice. So that covers homework. In addition, we will be sending things home in number 1 if they don't complete it in class, and number 2 if they need extra help. Okay, reading. Students who have difficulty in reading at the beginning stages of learning to read will continually fall further behind. There is a 90% chance of a student who has reading problems at the end of first grade to always have reading difficulties unless they are given really specific interventions. And this is why we push beginning reading skills and strategies to you so that your child doesn't end up struggling. And that's why it's so important to keep on top of the sight words and monitor the letters and the sounds that we're teaching them. If they're coming home and you see that they're not mastering those letters and sounds, we will give you the tools to help them at home. Not only that, but we'll be working with them in the classroom so that they can be successful and have mastery of those things that we need them to master by the end of this year so they don't fall behind. Reading, the expectation, know all of the letters and sounds. We will do part 2